Alright, hey everyone. I'm going to show you, give you a little video of what you're going to do for your test and how to help set up. So to start your test off, you're going to run a 400. That's not going to be part of the circuit, but you just start off with a 400. And what you're going to want to have set up is, pardon me as I kind of do this here. You're going to want to mark off 20 yards, but also every 5 yards in between. So you have kind of 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, and this is going to help you during your test. So you run your 400, however you want to do it, 200 out and back, 400 around a track or whatever. And then you're going to go to the first one, exercise, which is broad jump burpees. You're going to do that for 5 yards. And then you're going to walk 5 more yards, so that gets you 10 yards. So 5 yards broad jump burpees, then go, and now you're 10 yards away, and now you're at crab walks, and you're going to do a crab walk forward. If you don't know how to do that, go ahead and ask on the SCV TriFit page, and someone can probably demonstrate that for you. But you'll do a crab walk forward for 10 yards. That gets you now down here 20 yards. So then you'll do windshield wipers, and now you're going to start heading back. You're going to do 10 yards of ski jumps. What I would recommend is having some sort of line on the ground, whether it's a crack or whatever, and the ski jumps are zigzagging down that line, keeping your feet close together, and you're doing that for 10 yards, and then you do your final 10 yards back with the crab walk, but going backwards. So you've gone forward, a total of 20 yards between broad jump burpees, and then crab walk windshield wipers over here, your zigzag ski jump, and then crab walk back here. Next, you have some running forward and backwards for 20 yards at a time. So you'll run forward 20 yards, backwards 20 yards, then forward again 20 yards, backwards 20 yards, and a third time running forward and then running backwards. So each time 20 yards there and back. That's 3 times. And then the last set is 15 yards. That's why you have this marked off. You have that 5 marked off, 10, and then 15 here, because you're going to do 15 grapevine to the right, then back to the left, side shuffle to the right, side shuffle to the left. And that finishes your circuit. That counts as 1. And then you go back to the broad jump burpees. You don't do that 400 again. So I'm hoping this really explains it for you. You get as far as you can. You'll see on the score sheet, you count how many full laps you get in, and then you get credit for how far you get. Like if you get 1 set and you're on the, I just abbreviated these. If you get to broad jump burpees and you run out of 15 minutes, you don't get anything added. But if you get to the crab walk forward, you add 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 here, crab walk backwards 0.4, and then 0.5, 6, or 7, depending on if you were the first forward and back, second forward and back, or third forward and back. So that's 5, 6, or 7. This would be 0.8, and the side shuffle you would add 0.9, and you'll see that on the score sheet here. But this just gives you kind of a way to set it up. And again, I'd set it up with give yourself about 20 yards and then a way to run 400 meters, and this test should be pretty easy to do with just that much space, as opposed to using we use like literally half a football field with what we were doing. But I say you could still do the same thing individually here. Hopefully that explains everything. If not, I say you can ask me, or I say possibly on the page to help get a few more of your answers. All right, take care.